Jayakumar. Two things I wanted to confirm, I guess. We saw Vikar here, and in our 13th chapter, Vikaransha, Gunaansha. So we are on the same, it's the same interpretation there here.
Same thing. Same thing.
Wanted to confirm. Then in 3, we say Brahma Nitya Yajne Pratishtitam. Same thing here? Or is it slightly
Sorry,
different?
Brahma Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. Okay. So, what is the meaning there?
Well, Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi, he's saying, what is he saying? I think Krishna there is explaining to Arjuna how in very brief, in one mantra or one shloka, he is talking about how things expand. But the context was different, so I asked whether it is whether we are supposed to put 2 and 2 together or just leave them alone as separate.
No, that's also a type of creation, right?
Yes.
There the intention was not to give the Srishti Prakriya.
Srishti Karma, correct.
It was not the topic there.
Right.
It is that hey, Bhagavan has created you and all the duties for a proper system to work for you.
Correct.
And for the system to work, you have to discharge.
You have to do your part. Yes. Correct. So but it is on the same.
Yeah. So there.
It comes from the same thought, right? I just wanted. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
So there karma brahmodbhavam vidhi.
Yeah.
So they are very interesting. Brahma there is Veda, I think. There it is Veda.
It is Veda. We interpret that as Veda.
So Veda is the one that tells me what to do. Like that it says.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Even there, Guruji, Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. It is, the bondage also is mentioned, no?
Correct. Karma bandhanaha. Good observations. Mahesh, take over.
Namaste. I have 2-3 questions. One, can you please tell me what is the meaning of Lakshanam?
Lakshanam is characteristic.
Okay.
Sometimes it means definition. Sometimes.
Okay.
So we can use whichever meaning is appropriate in the context.
Characteristics or definition. Okay.
Qualities, like that.
Okay. And in the Khanda 2, there is something given in the PDF file called Purvapar Sambandha Nirioopanam.
Good. So, that word is there. In fact, here also in Gita Press it is there. It is a title. It is a title or subtitle, you should say, of that first paragraph, which begins with Sangaha and ends with Granthaha Arabhyate. First paragraph. And so he's saying Purva Apara Sambandha Nirioopanam. Yeah, giving the connection between what has passed, the first Khanda, and Apara, whatever is going to come again. That connection is going to give. Like that he's saying. That is the title of that section. And then after that he's going to say Samsara Moksha Yoho Swarupa Nirdesha. I hope you have the title in that notebook also, right? For the next paragraph, the title is there. Samsara Moksha Yoho Swarupa Nirdesha.
No, there's no title. There's no title there, but it just says Tatra Apara Vidya Vishesha. This goes.
Oh, I see. So,
after the Grantha Arabhyade, there's no more title. It just goes.
Correct. So, that's fine. So, not a problem. So, these are all titles that people have given.
Sambandha Bhashyam.
Yeah, it's all Sambandha Bhashyam. And we can apply that. Purva Apara Sambandha Niroopanam is the title that is given here, which need not have been given also, which is understood. Sambandha Bhashyam means like that. Sambandha Bhashyam means giving the Sambandha. That's what it is.
Third question is, you quoted a mantra from Taitireeya Upanishad, right? Brahmavit something. So my question...
Aapnoti Param.
I'm sorry?
Aapnoti Param. Brahmavit Aapnoti Param.
So in that context, it is that Brahmavit used in the way we are using sarvavit and sarvajna, or is it interchangeably used?
The meaning of the word Brahmavit is one who knows Brahma.
Yeah, so my question, based on what we learned, it is Brahmajna, one who blends.
Yeah, correct. Right. Brahmajna is equal to Sarvajna there.
Yeah.
It applies to a person.
So maybe, but you also said the Upanishad uses this interchangeably. So I was wondering whether it is used as in the sense of Brahmajna or Brahmavit. That's all.
Yeah. So Upanishad is not using the word Sarvajna there, not using the word Sarvavit there. And so there I meant interchangeably. But here it is Brahmavit. So here Brahmavit is referring to a human being, a person. So it automatically means Sarvajna.
But one who knows everything, about Brahma. Is that what Brahmavit means?
One who knows Brahma. Who knows Brahma? Either I know Brahma or I don't know Brahma. There are only two possibilities.
No, then Brahmajna also is same thing.
You can say that. Brahmajna. Brahmavit. See, like that's what it is. Now it is. Now the word with and jnaha, we are using interchangeably.
That's what I'm saying.
Shastra is with. Brahmavit. But still, it refers to Sarvajna. Sarvajna. That's what it refers to. So already you observed a case where the prefix, or suffix with has come here, which does not refer to the with of sarvavit, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, correct. Right there you got a good there.
Thank you.
Counter example. Yes. Good observation.
But
Thank you, Mahesh.
Guruji, if you say Brahmavit, then it is anyways knowing Brahma is beyond all the gunas, no? So Gunathita, when you say Brahmavit, it need not be any characters attached to it, right?
Yeah.
Attributeless.
Why did Shastra? So the Mahesh question is, why did Shastra not say Brahmajna? Why does Shastra says Brahmavit when we have used Sarvavit to mean something else? Visheshena janati. Shastra could have used a different word. Brahmajna. Like that it could have said. So the word Brahma comes, we interpret that as the way we discussed. Yeah. Because it could be Sagadu Brahmavit. It could be Narada. Narada was a Brahmavit. Means he knows so much. There's nothing about Apara Vidya he doesn't know. In fact, he's an Apara Vidya Jnani. But Para Vidya he didn't have. That's how we read from that Upanishad. I know everything he says. Only thing I don't know is Para. So, very interesting. Hemaji, go ahead.
This from Sangaha, Sarva Visheshanokta. These 3 lines or 3, whatever it is. This is exactly what you summed up as soon as you finished and before you started. The same thing, isn't it?
I didn't realize it, but only after I read it, I realized.
You went mantra by mantra, and they are also given the mantras in bracket. So before we did the Sambandha Bhashyam, you explained it sort of, and then you came to it. That says the same thing, isn't it?
So correct. So I felt like for my own benefit, I thought I should go back and look at are we capable of going back mantra by mantra like that? I asked myself. So yeah, that's what it is. Correct.
Okay. And this.
Shankara will add some more in the sense. There is something he has to say, so we'll definitely see
So
that.
one more, that Brahmavid is Sarvajna. That is, I also had a doubt in that. I didn't understand. Still, I don't understand. And that's a different question. So, I mean, what Maheshji asked. So, in this mantra, you said, it is in the Taitireeya mantra or?
Yeah, Taitireeya Upanishad.
Okay.
There is the second Valli of the three Vallis is called Brahmananda Valli. So
Okay, thank you.
I have a question, Jayakumar.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah. So is it necessary to experience firsthand to understand? Because as sensitivity increases, I think we can understand others' issue without experiencing it firsthand, right? Empathy, and as we become more and more subtler connectivity to the self, so we can really not firsthand experience, but we understand we can empathize with that. So, like the story, just I got this question out of the story which you mentioned, though it's not relevant. The question, the story is not relevant, but just question about how we, without experience, we can still understand. Let's say somebody else has got an issue, I can empathize that, I can feel it with all my experience of life. So, I mean, you talked about the story how Shankara has to go to experience the samsara.
So your question is what again? Finally, in one line.
In one line, do I have to really experience it to understand? To put it very simply.
See, suppose somebody says, if you touch the plug, you will get a shock. Be careful. Be careful how you plug it, unplug it, and all. Don't poke your finger inside those holes. Okay, like that. If somebody says, some people, I mean, I know what a shock is because I have experienced shock. Okay? Some water, some rainy season, and our equipment always something happens, and the earthing is not proper, and then you get this. Now, there could be some people who may not have experienced an electric shock. Could be. There's no guarantee that everybody. So many people don't know what it is, but somehow they know that electricity is dangerous, and or we have to insulate ourselves from electricity. Somehow they know. They must have seen some videos, all that. I've heard some stories. Like my uncle, when I was young, my uncle passed away because he was fixing something. It seems I've never seen that, and then he got a shock and he fell down, and then he passed away. All in a village. So we hear stories like that, and we have a mental idea of what electricity can do. So without experiencing, we seem to know a fact. So that's one thing. Sometimes experience can be a barrier to understanding also. Experience can be a barrier to understanding. All the time it's like that. In fact, many times it's like that. Because partial experience, somebody thinks of stock market means only crash he will think of. Therefore, he'll say stock market is not good, stock not good, like that. Somebody will say. That fellow is also not correct. The guy who keeps on praising stock market also is not correct. Both are incorrect, and we don't know. The stock market is the greatest mithya it is. And so, both are incorrect because they have some limited experience. And not only that, you look at experiences like the sunrise. The sunrise experiences is a barrier for me to understand what is the reality. To really know that sun doesn't move, it's you get if you get carried away by the sunrise, then that's it. That experience is going to block me from knowing what the reality is. I have to ask. To ask, is that real? Means is that real means what? Sunrise is going to happen every day, whether you like it real, unreal, it is happening. Okay. But is that real means, hey, what exactly is the reality? Am I going around the sun or the sun is going around me or is it something else also? Somebody had to ask that. Only then we came up with all the truths. And so, short answer to your question is, I'll give you Pujya Swamiji's answer. Experience is dumb. This is Pujya Swamiji's statement. Experience is dumb. Means what? Experience cannot teach me anything. Even though we say, I've been cooking since I was 15 years old and this and that, I have a lot of experience and all people say, we use the word experience. But what we mean is, I chose to learn from my experience. A person who does not choose to learn from experience is going to be dumb only, regardless of experience. We've seen that also. Since we have seen that, we can say experience really cannot make me wise. What makes me wise is my desire to learn from experience. Okay. So there is a lot at stake here, Prasad.
Yeah.
There's not an online answer for that, you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ramuji.
It's coincidentally, yesterday Swamiji was discussing about the Swadhyaya part and all. Yesterday, incidentally, I found a Facebook post by Swami Nikhilananda Saraswati of ex-Chinmaya Mission. He has also talked about the same thing, Taitireeya, explaining all the Swadhyaya and all. I had posted the link, it's a Facebook post to that. Coincidentally, as if it is a following one after the other. So I just posted that link. He has explained in a detailed way everything, starting from what all the 9 valleys go through that and all these things. And they're explaining Siksha Valley in the third part. Earlier 2 links he had posted. Somebody has transcribed it fully and posted that. I had posted the 3rd link.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
He was previously Acharya in Santipini. Now he is outside, I think.
I see. Okay.
He talks very nicely. Nikhilananda Saraswati. I don't know where he's based and all.
Now, I have some books also of somebody, Nikhilananda ji. I don't know if it is the same Nikhilananda ji or not.
That Nikhilananda ji of Ramakrishna Mission.
Ramakrishna Mission. That must be much older.
Much older. That is 1920s, just a follower of immediately after Vivekananda. In fact, his book Atma Bodha, the introduction part is more than the explanation part.
Yeah, I know. I've read it.
300, 400 book. Introduction part is in small print, is 300 part. And that with so many annexes of shlokas and all. That's very wonderful book. I had it from 1978, something like that. Still somewhere lying, that old dilapidated book. After much
that book was one of the first books.
Best books.
Very good.
He's explaining everything. That's very in a small print.
Thank you, Ram.
Nikhilananda Saraswati. Nikhilananda.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you, Ram. Yeah, Premaji, go ahead.
Guruji, I have a little bit of a doubt. Previously, when you had spoken, you said that Brahmavid need not know everything about everything, but he is a wise person who has figured out what is prayas and what is shreyas, right? So in this case, my question is similar to Mr. Gurjarala. Um, if Shankara, he did not have to experience samsara to know what samsara is, he already knew it. And then there is also a prayer where Narasimha Lakshmi Karavalam, where when somebody had mistakenly burnt the body and only a small portion of his hand was left to be retrieved, and he says, that's all I have left of this previous body. So please pull me up because I want to get back to the state that is my true nature. So I'm having a little bit of confusion about where I'm missing. I mean, like you said, he did not have to undergo the same experience of the kaya, a change of bodies, because he already knew that was a temporary phenomenon. So therefore, probably it was inserted to give some other message. I get that, but there is some doubt about the Brahmavid and Sarvajna. Is there a difference in their state of understanding?
No. If you understand Sarvajnaha, Sarvavit, that's all there is. Sarvajnaha means one who knows Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The non-negatable truth is Brahma. The ever-existing truth is Brahma, Nityam Brahma. And Jagat is Mithya. Mithya's existence is dependent on Brahma. Like pot's existence depends on clay. So that is Jagat. The entire Jagat is like that. And then what about me? Jivaha. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Jiva also is Brahma, that same Brahma. That's it. One who knows that is Sarvajnaha. Okay. Beyond that, what about all the languages? No, I know only 2 languages. After this knowledge, will I know more languages? There's no need. There's no guarantee. There's no need also. There's no need also. Why? Because that comes under sarvavit category. Having said that, then afterwards we are saying we will now interpret whatever words come in our Shastram, whether it is sarvavit or sarvajna, we will interpret. We will not use this textbook definition. We will now come back and interpret it the way it should be interpreted. I don't need to get confused by looking at Brahmavit. Oh, here it says Sarvavit means everything, knowing like Ishvara knows everything in detail. Is that what Brahmavit is? No. Brahmavit is knower of Brahma. Like Sarvajna. It means Sarvajna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this shloka actually has become diversionary. It is creating diversion in our understanding or creating confusion in the understanding.
And what is that confusion?
I mean, why trying to interpret Sarvajna and Sarvavit separately? Earlier we used to use it interchangeably, meaning it as Nirguna Brahma. But now we are trying to split.
Because Apara Vidya also is talked about. Apara Vidya, Paravidya comes close to each other. So Apara Vidyajnaha is Sarvavit. Paravidyajnaha is Sarvajnaha. So that is how we can say. That's why it's coming. And it's good to know because now Jiveshwar Aikyam is talked about. What exactly is Aikyam about? Not in what kind of knowledge? Only in that Paravidya knowledge, not the Aparavidya knowledge. Aikyam doesn't apply to the Aparavidya. That also we can come to know. So I wouldn't say it's diversionary and all that. It clarifies is what I feel.
It gives an opportunity to have a better understanding.
Yeah, I think so.
So Guruji, in terms of what Shankara's experience of married life, I mean, then we are limiting Shankara's life to his present life only. I mean, he could have had previous experience of samsara anywhere or married life previously also. That we are discounting.
Exactly. You're right. Exactly. So, see, you have to experience in order to know means what. So I should tonight onwards, I will start drinking brandy and whiskey and all that. Just keep on guzzling. Why? Why are you doing this? Because I want to know what does it mean to be alcoholic? What is alcoholism? And all the problems they talk about. I don't know anything because I did not experience it. No, that's not correct. There's no need for that. Alcoholism is understandable. Whether I consume alcohol or not, it's understandable. So many things we know are in this category where we did not personally experience it. Many things are. Most of the things, in fact.
But in one of our earlier discussions, we said that whatever you have experienced in your previous life remains there in vasana form. It can manifest anytime.
Okay.
We had one discussion in one of our classes earlier.
So the point is what?
So the point what I'm saying is, you cannot say you're not had an experience of anything in this life, because at some life you must have experienced. Only thing, it is not manifested in this life. That's all.
Right. So definitely the Grihastha and so forth, because human lives also we've had infinite, and so finite human life means all ashramas would be there, no doubt. And so you can never say that a person X has not had that experience in the past. It's not possible. The statement would be incorrect. So that's why this story is very odd. It's a bit odd.
Guruji,
Thank
I
you.
have one more question.
Hmm.
If it's slightly different than what we are discussing, if pure samsara is the underlying factor or the product of samsara is fear, then all that in samsara we talk about compassion, love, and all that, is it not based on that of not knowing oneself, fear itself? Then how can it be authentic?
Okay, it means what is that it?
What we say, we love, compassion, and towards kids, and we keep saying this all the time, right? So can it be authentic without knowing oneself?
Yeah, so short answer to that is, what does Shankara tell for all that? Shankara says, he uses one word for it. But remember where he used it. In Upanishad he used a word. Avidya. Avidya, he used the word. That means it is not authentic. If by authentic you mean Satyam, then he says it is Avidya. Avidya means what? It is not non-existent. It is not non-existent. The emotions that you're talking about, love, compassion, are not non-existent, but their existence depends on something else. And therefore, it is mithya. Therefore, mithya, it comes in the category of mithya. Mithya is useful. Mithya is useful, useless, whatever it can be. Mithya can be anything. So, for us, we have to use that mithya. Amanitvam is mithya, but it's a value. Krishna says jnanam, not referring to Brahmajna. Jnanam is so important. It is so important. Among all the mithyas out there, this mithya is so important. You have to hold on to it. Some mithyas we have to hold on to it.
That would come under the category of bandha, bondage, the avidya, in where we express or think that's true love, and we are having this compassion. So that gets categorized under avidya, correct?
Yeah, so taking love and everything else as absolutely real is bandha, will be cause for bondage. Correct. Naturally, one love comes out. So the more mature we are, that love and compassion become natural to us. But even then, I should not assume that there is nothing more than love and compassion. I am not an I may think I'm an embodiment of love, but you are more than an embodiment of love. That more we have to go for. More is that Brahma Tattva. Yeah.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
When Narayananji mentioned, I was just thinking about it. Experiences of past manifesting here, I don't understand that, because what I understand is it's punya papa when it comes to this base, like Darwin's theory, like just because you mentioned Darwin's theory. So the genetic material going through the mutations, and it depends upon the nature. And because of the nature is changing, whichever is conducive to that nature, then it survives. It doesn't, otherwise it doesn't survive. So that is the survival of the fittest, what Darwin proposed. So when you come into this life, and based on that punya papa, we have samanya dharma and vishesha dharma, where the universal values and the specific values which becomes our habits, or so based on the environment in which we bring up or we are exposed to, then our experiences starts in that direction. For example, if I become alcoholic because based on past karma, probably because I am into a lot of papa, and the environment in which I was born and brought up, then it leads to that direction. So it's not exactly the experience which I had earlier, which is manifesting now. That's why I'm drinking. So it is not like that. That's what my understanding.
Yeah, we are getting into karma. We're getting into the
Yeah.
topic of karma.
Yeah.
Karmana gahano gati. After a point, we can't, anything we talk will be useless, waste, and all that. So,
Exactly.
wrong. So, you leave karma to karma. Understand this, that karma is parichidam, is finite. Leave it at that. It's powerful. It's powerful. It governs our lives. All that is true.
Thank you.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.